What's up, YouTube? Back in the garage shop again, working on the 4L60 that's going behind the gold 5.3 that's going in the 92 GMC. I am going to be converting this to two-wheel drive. I'm going to be swapping out tail shafts. So I'm going to go ahead and switch you guys over to the camera, aka the old iPhone up there. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buzz the bell housing off. Got my T50 Torx Plus on my 1/2-inch gun here. Hopefully I can do it without an extension, but if I need an extension, I'll grab an extension. I need to buzz all the bell housing bolts off, pull the bell housing off. Then I can get to, I gotta flip it over, take the pan off, take a couple of solenoids off, and then I can go ahead and pull the pump, and then I can pull the band, or the 2/4 band, and then pull the drum out, and that should allow me to get to the clip for the output shaft, and then I could put the new two-wheel drive output shaft in, sleekly put it in, then reassemble. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take these bolts out. Guys, we got the drum out and that, so the clip that needs to be removed, you really can't, it's hard to see in there, but you can kind of see right back in there. Now you really can't see, but it's right, yeah, right there. I gotta separate that, and then the output shaft comes out, so that'll be pretty easy. I got the clip off, and I got the output shaft. I ended up having to go deeper. I ended up pulling the whole low reverse clutches out. And as you guys can see, the longer output shaft is in. And yeah, I'm happy about that. So now I just have to put the drum in, and I have to put the band back in. Then I'll put the drum back in. Then I'll do the pump gasket. Yeah, I got the pump gasket right there. And then I'll put the pump back in. And then we will bolt the pump back down. I'll torque the pump. I gotta get the torque specs for the pump. And then I'll put the stuff back in, and I'll put a new, which if I really wanted to right now, I could actually knock out the seal for the pump, or for the filter. I'll look at it if it looks good. The rest of this transmission looks pretty good. I mean, the transmission fluid is dark, but I mean, it's not like the clutches are not horrible looking. This band isn't bad. I mean, it's definitely got wear on it. It's definitely a used transmission, but it's not horrid. It'll work for a while, and it'll basically get the truck down the road, and I'll build a transmission for it later. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that back together. I don't even think at this point I'm gonna bother trying to record. That just really irritated me. I heard it ding when I plugged it in, and it just. So, anyways, I'll cut you guys back on when I get the case back together, I guess, and I'll probably end up taking it off of the engine, or off of, not the engine, but off the stand, and then setting it probably on my cart or my stool there, clean it off, clean this stuff up, and probably put it back up here, or maybe just leave it down there. I don't know. I'll put the bell housing back together, or the bell housing back on it, and then I'm gonna clean up the oil pan gasket, put the new pan gasket, the new filter and the pan gasket in there as well while I'm in it. And this will be ready to be bolted to the 5.3, and then when we get the 4.3 out, we will we'll just be able to slide this in. So yeah, anyways guys, I'll get you guys back on a second when I make a little more progress. It's back together. I didn't record the rest of it getting back together there, but we did get the 4-wheel drive output shaft removed, got the 2-wheel drive output shaft installed, got the tail housing. Not really sure where my bolts are for it, so I've got to go around and look for my bolts for the adapter for the transfer case, because I think they're the same length, because I think that's the same thickness as the adapter, so I'll be able to use that. Pan's not on because the filter I had was for a regular 4L60 non-deep pan. This has the deep pan, so I need to get a new filter for it. So I will grab one possibly tomorrow if I get a chance, but if not, I'll grab it the next day. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the pan, or the filter on it, and the pan gasket, get everything tightened. Got the pump back in, all the electronics are back in their spot they're supposed to be in. Yeah, I gotta pull this bracket off. I'm probably gonna clean it and possibly paint it. If not, just clean it. But yeah, I didn't want to do a step-by-step instruction video on this, because I am nowhere near a transmission expert at all on automatic transmissions. This is the third 4L60s I've been in, and this is going to be one of the only ones out of them other two. This one is hopefully going to work in the end of it. The other ones I tore apart as cores and put them back together just to learn how they tick. But yeah, this is the one. I hope it works. I hope everything went back the way it should. Everything didn't do a lot to it. All I did was the valve body didn't come off. All I did was took the drums out in the rear clutches, the lower run clutches in the back, and popped out the output shaft, and then popped in the new one. And theoretically, I shouldn't even have had to take the clutches out. I should have been able to tap this shaft out and then put this one in. I ended up using these wheels and tires. I'll throw in a picture of the transmission setting down through the center of the wheel with a rag on there. so I could set the drum back in, because setting the drum in at an angle on this table just did not work. Eventually, when I want to build a 4L60, I want to practice and get into building 4L60s for myself. I want to get a transmission holding fixture so I can just hang it here, be able to work on it. Probably put it right about in this area. Maybe possibly, I don't know, maybe make it, maybe put it off the side here on this panel, go into this tube here, maybe put it off the side, then it can be over here. That'd make a little more sense and be a little handier. Just so it's not in the way, being held up here. That'd also bring it a little lower so you can lean over and do stuff to it as well. But yeah, I want to do that because I'd like to build, obviously, I'm gonna, if I cam this 5.3 or put an LSA blower on it like I'd like to do in that, that 92, I will definitely be needing to build a transmission. This transmission had dark fluid. It didn't smell burnt. It was not, like I said, it's dark fluid. The clutches had good material left on them. The plate, or the steels looked good. Nothing looked hot. Nothing looked like it's been hot. I think it's just dirty fluid from years of use. I mean, the clutches and everything looked good. I didn't tear apart the primary clutches in the front in the drum. I didn't pull none of that apart because I didn't want to mess with putting that back together, because it was good. Nothing was messed up there. But put the rear clutches back in, pretty much just the way they came out, the wave plate, and then the rest of them. Yeah, got the new pump gasket in, torqued these down, put the O-ring back on. Had to pull the pump out before I torqued it down the first time because I forgot to put the washer underneath it, the two little posts. So I had to put that back in there. I had to pull the pump out, put it in, then put it back, and torqued everything. So now I just got to find the bolts, get a new get a new filter and gasket, and then find the bolts, like I said, and then get the sensor, get the tail housing installed, put the sensor in, and then I can bolt the belt housing back on, then I can clean it all up, and it will be ready to go behind the 5.3, which will be ready. The motor package itself and the drivetrain will be ready to go in the truck. Then when possibly we get this machine done and out of here, this project, we'll bring it in and start pulling the 4.3 out of it and put the 5.3 down on it. So yeah, hopefully we can get that done. Then it'll just be wiring. I've got to pull the box off. I'm just going to do that to put the fuel pump in it because I have to weld. The frame has a crack on the driver or the passenger side. I want to go ahead and plate that up and weld it up, clean it up, that crack in the frame there. And I'll go ahead and put the fuel pump in while I've got the box off. What else? I possibly might lower it too while the box is off. But and it will also, if I pull the box and the bumper off, it'll give me a little more room in here too. So yeah, anyways guys, I think that's it. I'm just happy to have this project done. Well, not done, but 90% done. I just got to do the little tidying it up and cleaning it up and whatnot, but the major part of that is done. So, all right guys, we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.